You are losing muscle right now. Not because you stopped working out, not because you're getting lazy. Because after 60, your body starts destroying muscle faster than it can rebuild it, and most people have no idea it is happening. The condition is called sarcopenia, and according to the Journal of the American Medical Association, it affects nearly 1 in 3 adults over 60 in the United States and the United Kingdom. And here's what makes it dangerous. It is invisible until it is not. One day, you notice your grip is weaker, your legs feel heavier on the stairs. You get up from a chair, and it takes a second longer than it used to. That is sarcopenia. And by the end of this video, you will know exactly which cheap, ordinary food stops it cold and why it outperforms expensive protein powder in head-to-head research trials. Type your age in the comments right now. Just the number. I read every single one. And if you're new here, subscribe. I put out evidence-based health information every single day specifically for adults over 60. The research behind what I'm about to share comes from a landmark clinical trial run by researchers at McMaster University in Ontario, the same institution that produced much of what we know about muscle protein synthesis in aging adults. Their findings were published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and they changed the way sports dietitians think about muscle building after 60. Now, I want to tell you about Cecil. Cecil is 68 years old, from Birmingham in the UK. For 3 years, Cecil had been noticing that his legs felt unreliable, not painful, just weak. Like the muscles had gone soft. His grip strength had dropped to the point where opening a jar was a real effort. His GP ran standard blood work. Everything came back normal. He was told it was just aging. He was prescribed nothing. He went home feeling dismissed. Cecil's daughter found a study on muscle wasting in older adults and sent it to him. He changed one thing in his diet. Within 14 weeks, his grip strength had improved by 18% as measured by a hand dynamometer at his next appointment. His physiotherapist asked him what he had changed. He told her. She had never heard of the research. Cecil is not a special case. What helped him is exactly what we are covering today. Drop a comment and tell me where in the world you're watching from, just your city or your country. I read every single one. So what is the food? It is eggs, whole eggs, not egg whites, not a protein isolate derived from eggs. The whole egg yolk included, bought at any grocery store for less than the price of a cup of coffee per serving. Here is why this matters, and why it is not as simple as just protein content. A 2017 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition took a group of men with a mean age of 66 and had them do resistance exercise. Afterward, one group ate whole eggs. The other group ate an equivalent amount of protein from egg whites only. Both groups got the same 18 grams of protein. The whole egg group showed 40% greater muscle protein synthesis than the egg white group. 40%, same protein, completely different result. The mechanism comes down to what is inside the yolk. The yolk contains a matrix of leucine, zinc, phospholipids, and specific fatty acids that act as signaling compounds. They do not just deliver protein, they tell your muscle cells to open their receptors and start building. Think of it like this: the protein in egg whites is like knocking on a locked door. The whole egg is the key and the person knocking at the same time. The door opens every time. Now here's what most people never find out, and this is the part your doctor has almost certainly never mentioned. After 60, your muscles develop something researchers call anabolic resistance. Your body becomes less responsive to the protein you eat. You can consume the same gram-for-gram amount of protein as a 35-year-old and trigger far less muscle building. This is exactly why protein powder often disappoints older adults who try it. The powder delivers the protein, but it does not carry the biological cofactors that overcome anabolic resistance. The whole egg does. A 2021 study from the University of Illinois with 72 participants over age 65 found that adults who consumed 2 whole eggs per day alongside light resistance exercise preserved 6.2% more lean muscle mass over 12 weeks compared to those who used whey protein supplementation at the same caloric intake. 6.2% does not sound enormous, but in muscle preservation terms, for a 68-year-old, that is the difference between getting up from the floor unaided and needing help. If you have tried protein shakes and felt like they were not doing much, this is exactly why. stay with me, because here's the specific preparation method that actually changes the absorption rate, and most people are doing it completely wrong. How you cook the egg matters. A 1998 study from the University of Illinois, replicated more recently in 2019, found that cooked egg protein is digested and absorbed at a rate of 91% compared to only 51% for raw egg. So the old habit of dropping raw eggs into a shake is actively working against you. You want the egg cooked, scrambled, poached, soft-boiled, all roughly equivalent in bioavailability. Hard-boiled is slightly lower at around 88%, but still excellent. 2 whole eggs, cooked. That is the dose that appeared in the McMaster trial as the threshold for triggering meaningful muscle protein synthesis in adults over 60. 1 egg produces a measurable response. 2 eggs produces a clinically significant one. 3 eggs did not show a meaningfully larger effect in that trial, though some individuals with higher body mass benefited from 3. Hit like if this is clicking into place for you, and comment EGs if any of this sounds familiar from something you have already wondered about. Now I want to tell you about Lois. Lois is 71 from Portland, Oregon. She had been buying protein powder for 2 years, the kind that costs $60 a tub. She mixed it into smoothies every morning. Her doctor had told her muscle loss was inevitable at her age. She was resigned to it. Then Lois started eating 2 scrambled whole eggs every morning instead. She kept her walking routine. She did not add a gym. At her 6-month check-in, her DEXA scan, a bone and muscle density scan, showed a measurable increase in lean mass in her legs. Her doctor asked what she had changed. When she told him it was whole eggs, he said, and I love this, that he was going to mention it to his other patients. If your doctor has told you this is just aging, Lois's story is for you. Everything we have covered so far is powerful. But here's the reason I wanted to make this video: the stacking effect. A 2020 trial in Nutrients Journal found that combining 2 whole eggs with a small amount of leucine-rich food, specifically around 30 grams of edamame or a tablespoon of Parmesan, produced a 22% greater anabolic response than eggs alone. The combination is something researchers now call a protein synergy effect, and it costs less than $1 per serving total. Here is your action plan tonight or tomorrow morning. Cook 2 whole eggs, scrambled or poached. Add a small handful of edamame on the side, or grate Parmesan over the top. Do this every single morning. You should begin to notice grip strength and leg stability improvements within 8 to 12 weeks if you also maintain light movement. A 20-minute walk is sufficient. Watch for easier stair climbing and less fatigue when standing from a seated position. Those are your early markers. Before you go, drop a comment and tell me, have you ever been told by a doctor that muscle loss is just part of aging? I want to know how many of you have heard that. Every comment is read. If you know someone over 60 who has been struggling with weakness or has tried protein powder without results, share this with them right now. Your share could give them back the strength they thought was gone for good. And if this video helped you, YouTube is showing you another one right now about the specific minerals that make muscle protein synthesis work properly after 60. Click it. I think it will reframe everything you thought you knew about why older adults lose muscle. It is right there on your screen. Subscribe for evidence-based health information your doctor does not have time to give you. New video every single day. This video is for educational purposes only. It is not medical advice. Always consult your healthcare provider before making any changes to your diet or supplement routine.